Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video, I'll be potting some of the heliconias that I bought from my native. Now, a lot of people told me that these plants do not grow in pot, but I wanted to give it a try. A lot of times it's said that heliconia plant tends to do very well in ground, but I wanted to give it a try. So here I have some soil. Now this soil, I got it from this pot. Now when I moved to this house, there were few pots that were present and they already had some garden soil in that. And I thought let's not waste the garden soil. I think this garden soil also contains some kind of compost. And along with this soil, I'm going to be using some of my coco peat, washed coco peat, which was kept in water for 24 hours. After that, I squeezed out all the water. And now I'm going to mix the garden soil along with coco peat. Because as far as I know that Heliconia prefer a very slight moisture in the soil and an organic soil. So this is the best thing that I can use because this soil already has an organic matter. So now these are the Heliconia that I got from my native. Now because I was carrying it in bag, I could not carry the entire plant. So I have picked up the plant along with the rhizomes. You can see I have cut off the upper portion and I have the plant with the roots and rhizome. Now ideally it is better to have a plant with roots and rhizome because they are much more successful. What I'm also going to do is I will get rid of the leaves so that the plant can put in more energy in growing the new leaves rather than having the older leaves. So you can see all the rhizomes, they kind of look like ginger, but this is how the rhizomes look like. So as of now, I have only 3 of them. Now, because they are very small, they haven't completely established. That's why I'm going to put all 3 of them in one pot. So now over here, I have gone ahead and mixed the coco peat along with the red garden soil, which already has a good amount of compost, because when I looked at the soil, I could realize that there was a good amount of compost. Now I have added some rocks at the base of the pot. This will avoid the soil from flowing out of the pot. And now I will quickly go ahead and completely fill the pot with this soil mix. So now as you can see, I have filled the pot half with potting mix and now I will place the rhizomes in the soil. It might be a little difficult to hold the rhizomes, but you have to ensure that the rhizomes are in the mid level and not very deep into the soil. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult for the shoots to appear from the rhizome because there is going to be too much of soil over them. So ensure that you put them on the mid level so that they can sprout and grow properly. After which I will completely fill it up with the potting mix that I have just prepared. So we have completely filled the potting mix in this pot. Now it looks like the potting mix is up till the brim, but as and when we tend to water it, the volume will reduce and we will have 1 inch of depth in the pot. Now I will not water it right away. I will wait at least for a day or so, or maybe 2 days, so that the plant and the rhizome can completely get adjusted in the soil. So I still have a lot of potting mix. This is the best thing about adding coco peat to your potting mix. It tends to increase the volume of your potting mix. Now over here, my pot is all ready. You can see that the stem is going to be slightly shaky because they have not yet developed the roots. It is going to be very loose in the soil. Once when the roots develop and the roots tend to catch up onto the potting mix, the plant will be very stiff. Now I will get rid of all the leaves that are on the stem, because if the leaves are left on it, then the plant will then this leaf is going to absorb all the energy. Right now we want the plant to put in all the energy in developing new roots and new shoots, so we do not want the leaves. We will get rid of them. So guys, this is the update on the plant. The rhizomes that I had planted, they have started putting out new growth. This is my first leaf that has started to come out. I don't know if this is going to have a growth because I think there is a new leaf that is coming up which I accidentally broke. I thought that it is a dry part and I accidentally went to take it out and I realized that there was a leaf inside that. The biggest mistake that I did. I thought that it is a dry part and I went to break it and I realized that there was a new leaf growing in it. I'm feeling extremely terrible right now. And this is the growth update. This is the new leaf that has just come out and there is another one that's growing. Extremely beautiful. Now this is a temporary pot. Once it starts growing, I will move each in individual pots whenever it starts to grow, because they prefer bigger pots. So I will move it once it starts to grow. But this is the first leaf that it has started to grow. Pretty excited. I bought this cuttings from my hometown, so I was not very sure whether it's going to do, because a lot of people said that they don't do quite well in pots. They prefer to be grown in ground, but I just wanted to take a chance. So far it looks all good. As and when it flowers, I will definitely keep you guys updated. But right now it looks extremely good. The new leaf looks pretty healthy. They prefer a slightly moist soil and an organic rich soil, so that's what I have been doing. I don't let the soil dry out completely. The moment I see 1 inch of the soil is dry, I go ahead and water it. And because the pot is made out of plastic, and it is probably it is 8 inches of pot, I think, I'm not very sure, but it's doing extremely well. So once it starts growing, once it puts a good amount of leaves, I will repot it into an individual larger pot. So until then, it's going to be in this pot. So guys, I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.